I'm Ann Benson. Square stitch and bead looming have a very similar appearance, but square stitch is done in hand, which makes your project more portable. This technique is worked from a chart, row by row, adding one bead at a time. We'll use cylinder beads for this example. For clarity, these graphics show the beads slightly separated. In reality, they're quite close together. Start with the stopper bead, which will be removed later. This keeps the early rows from slipping. Pick up all the beads of the first row, take out the slack in the thread, then pick up the first bead of the next row. Position it above the corresponding bead of the first row, then run back through the first row bead. Take out the thread slack, then run through the newly added bead again in the other direction. Now your thread is in position to add the next bead. Run back through the corresponding first row bead, then again through the newly added bead in the opposite direction. Now you have two beads, nestled against and secured to corresponding beads of the previous row. Repeat this until the second row is complete. Now run the needle through the entire first row, then through the entire second row. Turn the work so the working thread emerges from the starting point of the third row. Repeat this until your project is fully beaded. To increase at the end of a row, pick up the last two beads at once, then run back through the first of the two you just added. Continue in that same direction and run through all the beads of the row, then reverse direction into the previous row. Run through all but the last bead of that row, then up again through the last two beads you just added. Now your thread is in position to make your turn and to start the new row with very little visible thread. To decrease, bring your thread up between beads at the intended starting point of the decreased row. To add or end a thread, weave through the existing beaded rows back and forth until the thread is secure. That's pretty much it. Loop across the row, run through the entire previous row, then through the entire newly added row, turn the work, and start the next row. You can use almost any chart intended for looming for a square stitch project, like those in my book Loom Beading. But you can also use stitchery charts by sectioning off an area. This example from my book Oriental Rug Patterns Charted shows a portion of the border used to stitch a bracelet. And here's a chart for a bookmark, a section of my blue willow plate pattern. So have fun with this versatile stitch. I'm Ann Benson. Thanks for joining me, and please join me again soon.